I'm Isabel, and I'm 17, and I've already been accepted into college. I have made my mother proud, but I wouldn't have succeeded in any of my accomplishments if she would have chosen abortion. When my mom found out she was pregnant with me, she told the father, and he flat out said, "No, she's not mine." My mom was like, "No, I know she's yours." So they had a DNA test done, and sure enough, I was his. So since he flat out said, "No, she's not mine," he had to pay for everything. He had to pay for all the doctor visits, all the hospital bills, everything, and he pays for child support until I'm 18. Since obviously by him saying, "No, she's not mine," he was not in my life. So my mom was a single mom. When I was younger, I don't remember a lot of my mom because she was working all the time, but while she was working, I was at my grandpa's house. So it's not like she just dropped me off at a stranger's house to babysit me. I was at my grandpa's house down the street, so it's not that bad. But as I get older, as I got older and more into grade school, older grade school, 4th, 5th, 6th grade, that, my mom was so involved. Even when I was younger, my mom was involved. My mom always did classroom parties, when you have Halloween parties and Christmas parties. My mom always did those. When I got involved in sports, summer, Little League, T-ball, fast pitch, that, my mom went to every single game. She went to every game, away or home, every single game. When I got into junior high and I started playing sports for the school, I played volleyball, basketball, track, and summer softball. My mom went to every single game, away or at home. She was there every game. And that's something that's really different because I'm not saying all moms, but statistically, people say that single moms are not involved in a child's life. And they normally have more than one child because, I don't know, that's just the statistic, I suppose. But I'm an only child, and my mom has been so involved in my life, and she still is to this day. I got to be a senior in high school, and my mom is so involved with me picking out colleges, and when I picked out my college, we went to that college twice. And the second time I went with my dad, and my mom got mad. I'm like, "Mom, don't you think my dad needs to see where I'm going to be living for 4 years?" She's like, "No, I want to go with you." And I'm like, "Okay, well, you can go the next time we go." But that's just how involved she's been. And this past year, my junior year, we adopted a boy named Christian, and he was a senior, and we went to school together, and we adopted him because his mom decided she didn't want to be a mom anymore. And that's just so sad. She was a single mom, and Christian never knew his dad either. And that's just so sad because she just had a kid and was like, "I don't want to be a mom anymore," and just left him. And so we adopted him, and it was just such an odd transformation for him to be from a mom who was never there to a mom who was always in your business. And that's how she is. We went to parent-teacher conferences, and he's like, "My mom's never been to a parent-teacher conference." And when we would go in to his classes, the teachers were like, "Are you Christian's mom? I thought you were Isabel's mom." And she's like, "No, we adopted him." And they're like, "Yeah, I've never saw Christian's mom." And that's just so sad. So I am so fortunate to have a mom who is a single mom and so involved and loves me so much. I often ask my mom if she ever if she could go back and change it, would she have me? And she's like, her answer is always no, she wouldn't change anything. Because she tells me I'm the best thing that's ever happened to her. That I've changed her life so much and for the better. And I think that's the outlook that single moms need to have, is that it's not that you're having a child and that's just going to ruin your life for the rest of your life. You're not going to be able to do whatever you want to do anymore. Is that you're going to have another human being that you're responsible for. You are raising the next generation. You have to think about that. That's so important. So when my mom raised me, she raised me to be independent, to just be smart. My mom always told me I just have to keep my nose clean until I'm 18. After I'm 18, I'm an adult. So I don't go out and party, I don't do drugs, I don't do anything. Of course I've had the opportunity because my mom works, but I've never done any of that. And that's just something that single moms today need to realize, is that just because you're a single mom does not mean that you cannot do it. That you can do anything with willpower and your friends and family behind you. And I know not every single mother has friends and family behind her, but women are strong. So they can pretty much do anything that they want to do. They are stubborn and they can do anything. So that my message out there to any mother who is contemplating abortion is to say no. Like, there's always adoption. Like, you can keep it. My mom always told me that she's too selfish. Like, I am hers. She is selfish and I am hers. And that's exactly how I am. If I ever have a child, and like, I'm a single mother and I'm young, if I have a child, like, that child is mine. I'm so selfish when it comes to that. My child. But you don't feel like that. Like, if you know that it's going to be hard to raise your child, then there's always adoption, not abortion. So now I'm about to be a senior in high school, and I already have my own car. I've been at my job for 9 months, which I think is really good for a high school student because, I don't know, people say we're lazy, but I'm not lazy. But people say statistically teenagers are lazy. But I've had 3 jobs in my lifetime. I started delivering the paper when I was 9. After that, I worked at the YMCA for a year, and then I moved on to Menards, which is a more permanent place. Like I said, I have my own car. I pay for my own car. I pay for my own insurance. I pay for my own gas. I've already been accepted into college, which I got a scholarship to go to. I got a scholarship for Newman. My mom is still very involved in my life. Like, we are about to take senior pictures soon, and she's all about that. My mom is just going to be involved in my life for the rest of my life because that's the kind of mom she is. She's going to be there when my first child is born, and she's going to be there when, I don't know, when I come home from the hospital, when I'm dealing with everything, she's going to be there. Because that's the kind of mom she is. She's always going to be there. She always has been there. And I have faith in her. Yep. If it wasn't for my mom choosing life, I would have never had the chance to break the statistic of children who have single parents. I'm so thankful that she gave me the chance to prove myself and to prove that I can be successful and that she can be successful being a single parent and being a child of a single parent. I am so thankful to every mother or father out there who are single parents who raise their children and who have faith in their children. I am so thankful to all of you.